Here we go.
Who's got Jordan?
What's the roll?
Shoot it.
Get Mark.
Hey,
Get on him, yo.
Come on, fellas. What?
Now Conley. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Williamson finds Poole. And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Poole against Hayward. Pass to Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Poole. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here.
You know, always got to keep it
really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Bridges. That one misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. This, of course, their first look at the Nets.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
And they'll get another chance. Poole with no one around. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
That's the point. I got to
the pass to Claxton. Hayward up top. He's covered by Ingram. Bounce pass Conley. Poole with the steal. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clarkson for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Passes to Conley. Olynyk, a screen on Poole. Conley's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 6.
I said I had to do what others aren't.
Will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Let's go. You saw that?
Floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Poeltl sets the pick for Ingram. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I said I had to do what others are not doing.
So many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And he makes the first.
And Poeltl is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
I feel you.
And that That's good as he hits both of his shots.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's Ingram missing.
I'm not sure. I only pay attention to me.
Struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Bridges left side. On the wing, Bridges. Outside Conley. There's the triple. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here is Poole. He has 5. Pass to Pirtle. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And if you're going to foul Pirtle, you have to make sure you really whack him. He's remarkable about finishing through the contact.
I want this channel to be where you can come to find a little bit of everything.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Olynyk.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Poole the pass to Pirtle. Now the dish to Ingram. Over Hayward. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Pirtle. Ingram's got 5 points so far. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
And Hayward gets it to go.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Pirtle inside. The shot misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 4. Banked in off the glass.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's...
I was responding to you saying that basketball is a dead sport. So if it's a dead sport, then that means I have to do what other people aren't.
Side. The basket Poole. Lets it go with the 3. 4 on the clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Conley against Poole. Conley scanning the floor. Shoots over Poole. And that one hits back iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Ingram passes to Poole. Here's Clarkson. Shoots from the baseline. Williamson kicks to Clarkson. Conley against Poole. Here's Pirtle. The shot comes out. Hayward with some nice D.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
I feel like I wasn't expecting it to be that loud either.
And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
We took the lead. Let's go.
From our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy 3-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right.
When people pull up the street to this Twitch stream, they're not going to know what to expect.
And a new group in for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Isaac comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Kevin Herter subbed in for Mike Conley.
Might pull up one day and I'm playing My Little Pony. You never know. You never know.
Drummond's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Grant Williams comes in for Williamson. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Maledon in for Jordan Poole. Maledon passes to Ingram. Williams sets a screen for Ingram to stop the drought. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges outside. Pass to Herter. Back to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Let's go. Let's go.
But this time, Herter finds an open teammate.
Pelicans trail by 3.
That's fine. That's cool. That's cool.
Here's Maledon. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
I don't either, but you know, you always gotta keep the audience guessing.
Now here's Maledon. Defended by Bridges. And the Pelicans miss again. Nets leading by 3. Passes it to Herter. Isaac a screen on Drummond. Here's Herter. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And last season the Nets were a favorite to win it all, but Greg, a first-round sweep.
Well, I wouldn't say sacrifice. I don't plan on sacrificing anything.
Lowry missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
All joking aside, I just love like simulation games. I like things where I can outthink my opponent or whatever. Why you say that? Why you believe that?
To the wing right side. Drummond with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Robinson with the block.
The 7-foot.
Look at that block, though.
Robinson going to work on that shot, swatted away.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And here's Ingram from the arc.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
On the wing, Isaac. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Maledon. DiVincenzo passes to Maledon. Hits the three-point bomb.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Pass to
That's a
Robinson.
little harsh, don't you think?
Williams against Isaac. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
The Nets with the lead. He kicks to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
I guess that's your right.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Melodon. DiVincenzo with it. Williams has a screen for DiVincenzo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Herter, no good. Robinson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second change bucket. And the Nets lead by 4.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be...
Well, that takes it a little bit to a different level, but, you know, to each their own, I would say.
Tries from 10, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I don't judge or care what another man does as long as it's not hurting me or someone else.
Their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The first one falls. Cody Zeller's
Not saying you do. I'm saying my take on it is I'm so far removed about what other people are doing. Like I don't have an opinion about it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Isaac kicks to Bullock. Bridges outside. Pass to Isaac. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Melodon with the rebound. The Pelicans trail. It's Ingram on the wing. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Zeller.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence.
They tied it up. No, let's go. Let's go.
He puts his hands on it. He's not even.
Right now is why the teammates love him.
There's a good screen. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
The Nets shooting their first shot from the stripe in this game.
Bridges stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
I feel you. Like I said, either way, like I don't think about it too much.
And that one falls for Bridges.
I had to open up the case for my PlayStation.
One of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, for New Orleans, shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Ingram outside. With 2 seconds left. And no good. So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen.
Let's go. We got the lead, a small lead, but it's the lead.
And has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Kevin Herter. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Hayward. Then it's Conley, and it's Claxton in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Williamson dishes to Clarkson. Stolen away. Herter passes to Hayward. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward.
But when the same to be said about anime and cartoons and superhero movies, etc., etc.
Free throw drops for Hayward. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone, even though there were zone principles.
At the end of the day, they still all just cartoons.
It used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more
Let's go!
stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Now, Poole. Pass to Zeller. A 3 for DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Nets. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Back to Hayward. Olynyk, a screen on Clarkson. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. So I personally, I just see all as TV shows, all as TV shows, and it is what it is. Whatever helps you get up in the morning.
Olynyk sets a screen for Conley, kicks it to Olynyk. The 3 does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pelicans trail by 5. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Poole, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Feeds it to Conley. That shot is off, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
You should have passed that outward.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they've brought in some talent. They've done a good job in their draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
This one for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Zeller, a screen on Conley. Poole finds Zeller.
Nice rotating. Pick up.
He's defended by Herter.
Nice.
And stolen by Hayward. He dishes it to Conley. They need this one. And no good that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
pass to Poole. Now here's Zeller. And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
How are, in your opinion, how are they so different?
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Some changes for New Orleans. Andre Drummond.
Well, you missed both of those free throws? Come on, we can't be having that.
Zion Williamson.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Now the pass to Conley. Hayward against DiVincenzo.
He's ice cold right now. Do not let him shoot the ball.
Screen for Conley. And it's off from three-point
Stop
range.
letting him shoot.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Hayward passes to Claxton. Hayward looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And the Nets miss again.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Conley against Poole. From outside the arc, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Birtle sets the pick for DiVincenzo. The 3 from Poole. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And Poole has that unlimited kind of range. I wonder who influenced that.
Here's Conley. Pelicans with the rebound. Birtle's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
You mean that bot was the foul creature, or the people who watch My Little Pony are foul creatures?
Here's Clarkson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Conley for 3. The offensive rebound.
Honestly, we need to. Oh my God, you need to chill.
1 of 5 attempts.
Got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Isaac comes in for Olynyk. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Mike Conley. The Pelicans also changing it up. Grant Williams is checked in for Drummond. Brandon Ingram comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Maladon in for Jordan.
Oh my God, we cannot score right now.
Clarkson passes to Purdy. Robinson with the block. Over in the corner, Isaac. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Let's go. That's what we needed.
First bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Pirtle, and the layup's good off the glass. Pirtle's got 7.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just a
We got that boy ice cold tonight.
in the paint.
On the first
Yeah, I get you. I know. It's just, we just having conversation. We just banter. I understand.
I had a chance to check out some stats on Jordan Clarkson, how he did last season. Put up about 16 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Yeah, I can see that.
A nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Here's Bullock, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Herder with it. Isaac a screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent.
Why can we not hit free throws tonight?
That are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
He doesn't get the second one. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
Isaac passes to Bullock. Now Bridges. Lock at 6. Rebound by Williams. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Dishes to Clarkson. Down low. Inside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Brooklyn trailing. With the step back. They get the rebound. Isaac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. A 3-pointer is right on target.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now here's Herder.
Okay, I can understand that.
And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Bullock. Ingram outside. Clarkson outside. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 4. Isaac kicks to Herder. Pass to Robinson. Trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in. Robinson's got his second bucket.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes
To me personally, people like what they like. As long as they're not weird with it, like I said, I don't think about it too much.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Robinson finds Herder. Back to Robinson. For 3, Bullock. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Clarkson against Bridges. Pulls up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Clarkson's got 9 points now in the quarter. Now Herder. Inside. And Isaac throws it down.
Nice dunk. What I thought I had 2 variations for weird. Weird as in society, like you weird in society, and what's weird to me personally. What's weird to me personally is things that I can't understand. But I try to make myself knowledgeable about at least a little bit about most things if I don't understand it.
He nails it, and we're tied up. Isaac's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. 2K Sports back in a moment.
Something that is weird to me is I don't understand how people go out of their way to be mean or toxic to someone else.
Thanks for stopping by.
I think it's just easier to be nice. It takes a lot more. It takes a lot more effort to be
For that matchup with the Hornets, against this team, they have an
to be a jerk or to be something like that. Like
They're gonna have
things
to
like
play
that.
their hearts out.
Kenny, can you smell that?
What's that?
I'm smelling an upset.
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
Their effort on the glass is a difference maker, creating extra possessions, so crucial, giving me flashbacks of my playing days.
What, did you lead the league in rebounding? I don't think you ever did that. 0.
Because I'm a prolific MF scorer,
What's MF stand for?
most frequently.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second.
You mean those lobbies? What do you mean? You need to elaborate a little bit more.
This one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Conley with the ball for Brooklyn. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Pirtle in at the center. Conley with the three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Conley, stop shooting the ball. You are not doing very good tonight. Not at all.
Passes it to Ingram. Clarkson outside. Takes the three. A rebound by the Nets.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Yeah, that would be weird to me.
Here's Conley. They set the pick. Shoots over Poole. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the first
Let's go.
here for Brooklyn.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Poole, the pass to Ingram. It's good from long range. Ingram's got 8 points.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
Pass to Claxton. With the floater. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pirtle's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Williamson. And he banks in the layup. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's a tremendous combination down there of strength and Zion's length, and he's going to dominate any defender around the rim.
Nets passing it around. Clarkson against Bridges. Conley for three. No good on that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other.
Even with a boost, you can't make your shots. I don't know what's happening. 3 for 15. Stop shooting the ball.
To start the half.
Poole with it. 10 points for him. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's Conley. To shoot. And the pass to Claxton. Poole with it. Conley picks him up. It's Ingram on the wing. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Pirtle. Over Claxton. Pirtle's shot is off.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Passes it to Claxton. They could use a bucket, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
He got a lot of heart, but not a lot of points. I'm not okay. What's your definition of like being weirded out? I don't know what that means exactly.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pelicans. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Clarkson. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. DiVincenzo finds Williamson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Conley, the pass to Claxton. Out to Hayward. Bridges a screen on Ingram. Hayward from outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
He's throwing their game away right now.
Now Poole. He's got 10. From downtown. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. DiVincenzo against Hayward. The pass to Claxton. Outside Conley. He kicks it to Olynyk. Hayward dishes to Olynyk. And the Nets miss again. Pelicans leading by 4. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Poole against Conley. Hayward outside. Bridges sets the screen for Hayward. And there's Bridges on the assist.
Let's go.
Bridges has got 6 points.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great
Uncomfortable?
job, pounding the defense. Makes the
Not really, no.
Drummond passes to
Because if I feel uncomfortable by something or someone, I just remove myself from the situation.
Bridges against DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. Last year, getting it done. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense.
Let's go. We tied it back up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench. He gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jonathan Isaac in for Gordon Hayward. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside Conley. Isaac with a screen for Conley. Over Maladon. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus
It's hard for me to think of that because I'm introverted, so I'm not around a lot of people like that.
Here's Zeller in the corner, Drummond with it. Zeller, a screen on Conley. To the inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Robinson passes to Claxton. Isaac kicks to Conley. The feed now to Robinson. And here is Maladon. He has 5.
Me personally, I kind of just keep to myself and mind my business, so I'm not around others like that too often.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Zeller.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor.
Not in a weird way that will make me uncomfortable, no.
Here is Conley. He's got 8. Down low. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Kicks it to Conley. There's a screen. Over Maladon. Conley's shot is off. New Orleans in the lead.
Favorite people is my cousin, and he's super extroverted. Like, he's the life of every party.
Zeller, a screen on Isaac. Here's Ingram. And he makes good on the layup. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Inside, here's Bridges. To get open is Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. DiVincenzo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here is Maladon. Drummond with a screen on Conley. Maladon passes to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Right side Robinson looking to end the run. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6.
That's never happened. I've never had someone purposely go their way to try to shine a light on me when they know that's not what I'm into.
2 free throws coming up.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Reggie Bullock comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Mike Conley. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo against Bridges. DiVincenzo kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Ingram. From deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There's the pass to Huerter. Into the lane. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last
The people I hang around for the most part know that I'm introverted and they're okay with that.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
No good on that one.
Already impressing at a young age, Kevin Huerter's dead-eye accuracy from deep, combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. That's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
Clarkson outside. No good. Isaac with some nice D. Nets trail by 5. Bridges outside.
No, I honestly don't.
It's deflected.
I don't know how I would react because, like I said, I've had no experience to pull from it.
Yep, that one goes. Clarkson's got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs to touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Robinson, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
The drive by Clarkson. The rebound by the Nets. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Bridges kicks to Huerter. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
A timing play.
Let's go. Let's give it a run. Let's go.
Robinson finish it off.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ingram. Robinson pulls it in. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. Zeller against Bridges. To Isaac. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Can't hit from 12. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
15 seconds. Checking in for the Pelicans. Jordan Poole.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hayward out there with the limit. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Robinson, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 3. Now here's Huerter. He's guarded closely. Conley, the pass to Robinson. And stolen by Williamson. There's the dish to
Gotta throw the ball a little bit harder than that. You can't just lob it up there and grab it over there.
In the second half.
Well, when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Conley against Poole. Conley kicks to Hayward. Robinson a screen on Williams. Here's Hayward. The 9-footer's on the mark.
And right now, Hayward is in his element. Once he gets cooking, keep feeding that man.
Hayward putting in the work. I'm liking it. Liking it.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to DiVincenzo. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Brooklyn trailing. Hayward dishes to Conley. Back to Hayward. Pass to Olynyk. And here is Conley. Clock at 4. A floater. And he comes up with the deuce.
Got it.
It's 1 point. Let's go.
Conley is gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Ingram deciding.
I'm in New York. I told you. I'm on my business.
The 3. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Conley the pass to Hayward. Olynyk sets a screen for Hayward to take the lead. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still
Hey, you
find
what?
ways to convert.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration.
No, I'm being serious. I'm on my business.
Put forth on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Drummond with a screen on Hayward. Here's Ingram. Here's Drummond. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Free throw good, Drummond. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. Over Ingram. That one doesn't drop. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The pass to Poole. Back to Ingram from past the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. The Nets with the lead. Outside Conley. Hayward outside. He kicks it to Olynyk and stolen by Drummond. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And it's Ingram missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Conley, the pass to Claxton. Conley up top, guarded by Poole. Here's Herter. Buries it from three-point range.
Let's go. We got this. 8 minutes, baby. Let's hold on.
Is fantastic as Herter's able to get his feet set that time.
Hayward against Ingram. Knocks it loose. Hayward with the ball. Kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Claxton. Conley against Poole. Now Ingram. Clarkson on the wing.
Judging the next man or worrying about the next man doesn't enrich or affect my life or pay my bills, so I don't think about it. It's just something I don't do.
In the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
There's the pick. Herter passes to Claxton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Let's go.
It's a 6-point Nets lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Now from our sideline reporter, David.
In what way could someone else's business come to you without you inviting it in?
Catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Pelicans trail by 6. Poole, the pass to Drummond. He dishes it to Ingram. Fires from the line. Brooklyn with the rebound. Herter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Olynyk. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Olynyk's got the lead up to 8 now. For
Let's go. Keep your foot on their neck.
Offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Poole, the pass to Clarkson. To halt the run. And the Pelicans miss again.
His poor shooting is...
I don't go to birthday parties. That would mean me being around other people.
Now, he needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Here's Hayward. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. Here's Ingram. Hayward with some nice D.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Herter kicks to Hayward. They set the pick. Out to Conley. Clarkson with the ball. Conley picks him up. Conley against Clarkson. The shot. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Clarkson.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Odd pass to Conley. Well placed alley pass into the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
My
People tell me about their lives, but as soon as they tell me about it, if it doesn't pertain to me, I just in one ear out the other kind of thing.
Back to Clarkson, looking to end his cold spell. The shot, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Claxton, covered by Williamson. A shot's good from Claxton.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Back to Poole, launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, this is when the game slows down.
Like, I'll listen and I'll give you advice, but after that conversation is over, it's over. There's no, if it's not a problem or something that I can physically or emotionally help with, there's no point in dwelling over it and keeping it in my mind. Especially if it doesn't pertain to me.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Herter. He's covered by Clarkson. The pass to Olynyk. Conley with it. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. Here's Poole. Pass to Drummond. Ingram against Hayward. And contact on the shot, so he'll
Exactly.
free throws here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Ingram adding more muscle, a little more moxie each and every year.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Herter at 6'7", able to get in there and get after the offensive rebound.
Clarkson passes to Drummond. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Williamson dishes to Drummond. It's blocked. Now here's Conley. Passes to Hayward. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Poole. Drummond finds Poole. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Herter with it. Inside. Conley's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 7. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Williamson against Hayward. Pass to Olynyk for 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Let's go.
Olynyk's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
When Danny Ainge selected Kelly Olynyk in the first...
Do I remember calling you a savior? Not particularly.
Largely because he wanted a big player to help them space the floor.
Herter kicks to Conley. Back to Herter. Williamson against Olynyk. Hayward on the wing. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. Scores the bucket. He's 7.
In what context? What were we talking about?
And the accuracy of Hayward's shooting really opens up the floor, making that mid-range look easy.
There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Clarkson passes to Drummond. Count that one.
That's why Andre Drummond is up there in the league leaders in field goal percentage. Down low, high percentage shots.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Brooklyn.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Gordon Hayward.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Down by 12. Deep 2 from Clarkson. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Well, the defense coming at Zion's shot hard.
We have a lot of introspective conversations, so it could have been about anything.
Hitting the personal.
At the line for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Williamson. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now Herter. And so it's Brooklyn easily.
I'll be right back.
Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
You know, just proud of the way we fought. We thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. We got the win. So.
Great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
All right, I'm back. Again, that's a perfect example of how my mind works. Like, I don't even, if people did or don't like our conversation, I would have no idea if they did or didn't because I wouldn't ask or I wouldn't think about it or I wouldn't care personally.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live.
Sounds like the case it is what it is, though. Maybe if you had more people on this planet did that, I'd be a different, it would be a different story.
Schedule is shaping up. On Saturday,
Yeah, for clarification.
Butler and the
You know, I think it's more sad that somebody does have to give. But if nobody did, I'm sure you can come to 10%. That's what happened. The other thing has got me tired. I'm going to crash and keep my view. Alright, I appreciate you.
We were able to introduce hundreds of millions of people to the NBA. If we can help train other great players in these markets, it'll have a huge impact on our business. Brian?
Yeah, smart move. Thanks, Alec. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Marcus Smart out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Turner in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Nicholas Claxton. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Gordon Hayward. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Now here's Siakam. And it's good. 2 points.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
Here's Bridges. Outside Conley. The shot, no good. Smart with the defensive effort. It's Barnes on the wing. Oh, Hayward with some nice D. And it's Brooklyn ball to the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Finding a man.
Let's go.
Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Hayward against Barnes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Hayward.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
First one falls for him. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
B.A., let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, B.A.
The shot by Conley, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. Smart outside. Siakam right side. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Smart. 14 points for him last game against Cleveland. Here's Barnes. And the jumper from down low is true.
Showing the grit. Scotty Barnes holds his own in the paint.
Smart against Conley to the middle. Olynyk passes to Hayward. Screen by Bridges. The 11-footer. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Let's go.
Hayward's improved from beyond the arc. You see the natural inclination from mid-range.
Turner, a screen on Olynyk. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Pass to Conley. Here's Claxton. Hayward outside. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a three. And Rozier pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Siakam. He's off on that one. Oh, Olynyk with some nice D. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Bridges outside. Back to Hayward. Bridges outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass. Set up the alley-oop flush. Pass to Siakam. Rozier outside. From 6 feet away. And scoring with the play inside is Barnes. Barnes has got 6.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
Now here's Conley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
They grab their own miss. That one falls.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Siakam with it. 32 points for him last game against Cleveland.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now here's Conley. The lead is 2. Hayward left side. There's the triple. The second effort. Claxton. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
The shot by Conley, no good.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Turner, a screen on Olynyk. Here's Siakam. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Hayward. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And it's Smart missing. The Nets with the lead.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Conley. Olynyk with a screen on Smart. Shoots from the baseline. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Conley.
Let's go.
He's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Isaac outside. Launches a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Isaac finds Bridges. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Outside Barnes. And he's going for the oop here. Isaac with the steal. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Herder. Isaac outside. Back to Herder. From the wing. The shot misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
And that was a gut punch. To come up short after battling through 2 overtimes, they poured a lot of sweat into that game and came away with nothing to show for it.
Isaac with it. Turner covering. Isaac the pass to Bridges. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Gafford, he's checked in for Turner. Barnes comes in for Pascal Siakam. Melton, he's checked in for Rozier. And Wright subbed in for Smart. Now here's Herder. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Let's go. We're working like a team like you won't believe.
As a catalyst, smart, skilled, and versatile.
Right outside. And here's Barnes. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Bridges outside. Back to Herder. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Wright. And now the Raptors on the break. Brooklyn with the board. Now Isaac. Pass to Herder. Here's Robinson. Here's Bullock. And the Nets, another 3.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Barnes. Last game for him, he picked up. Oh, hammer it home.
That hurt. Hello, Scotty Barnes throws it down. Okay, young fella.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Melton against Herder. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now here's Barnes. 10 points for him. Here's Bullock. Bridges right side. Outside Robinson. Buries it down low. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mikal Bridges. Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
Herder finds Bridges. Down low, Robinson, and he converts the layup. Robinson's got his second basket on the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
We are giving them the work.
Right up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Barnes. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And Gafford with the block. Melton passes to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Bridges passes to Herder. Four on the clock. Robinson, a screen on Melton. Here's Herder, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Nets lead by 13.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He has all the tools. Scotty getting things done.
Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. That's tipped and stolen by Melton. Over Herter. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And so it's Brooklyn closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Be right back, guys. Charge my controller.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And the Nets shooting the rock at 58%. We've got Kevin Herter, Nicholas Claxton out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Gordon Hayward, and it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Right with a steal. Pass to Melton. Gafford with a screen on Herter. And Melton, here we go. Got a hand on it.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Conley. It's Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Isaac for 3. The rebound by Melton.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
And just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Isaac, the pass to Conley. Pass to Herter. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. From deep, Hayward hits the trifecta. Hayward's got 5 now.
Yeah, a quality shooter from beyond the arc. Can't let Hayward get room to fire from the corners.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Conley. Isaac outside. Pass to Hayward. Over Gafford. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Back to right. It's Barnes on the wing. 32 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D. Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Herter passes to Conley. to Herder. Out to the right wing. Isaac for three. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Now Wright. Melton outside. To the inside. Gafford. Comes up empty down low. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Herder passes to Isaac. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam outside. Conley against Wright. Melton outside. From downtown. It's hauled in by Hayward.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Gafford. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Timeout called, the Raptors. Some changes for Brooklyn. Olynyk checked in for Isaac, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Herder. The Raptors making a switch here. So it's Toronto now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Pass to Siakam. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Smart against Conley. Kicks it out to Barnes. Shot clock at 3.
Overall, struggling to get buckets from three-point land this half.
And again, Toronto no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Hayward. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Hayward's got 7 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Rozier. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure
we dominate. Let's go.
As a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
It's Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Bridges, a screen on Barnes. Hayward, good. Hayward's got 7 points here in the quarter. Here's Smart. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Siakam for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And here's Hayward. He had 19 points in the win against New Orleans.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Just 2 to shoot. They get it back. For 3. The kick to Olynyk. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Siakam. Bridges, a screen on Turner. Hayward missing again.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Back to Siakam. Looking to end the drought. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
And he makes a first. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bullock comes in for Hayward. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Now here's Smart. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Turner, a screen on Bridges. Rozier, the pass to Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Now here's Conley. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Conley against Smart. Outside for Rozier. The three is up. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Conley passes to Bridges. Conley against Smart. Out to Bridges. There's the three. No good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Smart with the ball. And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
This is how you make a statement. Let's go.
Now here's Bridges. The D's right on him. Conley against Barnes. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
First free throw is good.
He's an ultra-quick lefty with a great feel for how to run a team. Mike Conley is a tremendous asset for this franchise.
Scotty Barnes is checked in for Siakam. And Conley drops them both. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Nets on D. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen by Turner. Rozier from outside.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Launches it. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pass to Smart. Now Barnes. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Barnes. Into the lane. That one no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Bullock. No good on the shot. Smart with the defensive effort. And so here is Toronto. They trail by 16.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see.
Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Barnes. Misses off the right iron.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the layup falls. Barnes has got 15.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
He's checked in for Brooklyn. Herter comes in for Conley. Wright's checked in for Toronto. Left in the first half of this game. Here's Herter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Fifth best, the Nets.
You gotta love the way they protect the basket. Anybody who attempts a shot around the rim is always looking out for the swat.
The first free throw is good. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And so he hits both.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Now here's Wright. He's got 5. 1:16 left to play in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Rozier. And that one hits the back iron. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Gafford, he's checked in for Toronto. Melton comes in for Rozier. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Now here's Melton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The Nets shooting at 45% on the game so far. Inside. It's Bridges on the wing. Hounded by Wright. Outside Herter. Isaac with a screen on Melton. Here's Herter. And they recover it. Bridges outside. Pass to Herter. Robinson, a screen on Melton. Herter with it. Turner covering. Here's Bullock. That one a little long. From deep, Melton. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano-a-mano.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, those elite matchups, man, they can bring the best out of you.
All right, let's get right into the story of the first half, and it's been the play of Mikal Bridges.
In the first half, he was feeling it. Not just putting up points, but shooting at a nice clip. I say just keep going to him.
I agree, Kenny. KIS. Keep it simple. He's the best player on the floor right now.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for the Raptors right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Terry Rozier is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Raptors shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Rozier, the pass to Barnes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
For the Raptors, Scotty Barnes. At the line with push-ups.
And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Barnes.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Hayward. Now here's Olynyk. Kept alive. Claxton. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Conley against Smart. Back to Barnes. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Conley against Smart. Screen by Claxton. Here's Conley. Second chance shot. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's got 6 points.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Smart outside. There's a screen by Turner. No good with the triple. The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Hayward, the pass to Conley. Back to Hayward. Pass to Olynyk. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Conley. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Barnes against Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Barnes.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 12. Right side Conley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Mike Conley is really good at using his shot fake to get guys up in the air. The rest is pretty simple for him.
At the line, 2 times.
And the first one at the line is good. And attention has been given to the interactions between fans and the players. Smitty, sometimes it feels more chippy than in years past.
I totally agree, B.A., and I think what happens is fan interaction is getting way out of hand. They have to understand it's just a game. It's getting too personal.
It's both from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Toronto shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Smart passes to Turner.
I think this game is over. What y'all think?
Turner, a screen on Conley. Pass to Turner. The 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Count it. Good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The 3 from Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Conley. 6 points for him. Conley, a screen on Barnes. Hayward with it. Guarded now by Smart. It's stolen by Smart. Here comes Toronto on the push. Got a piece of it. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Bridges down low. Defended by Smart. Bridges misses. Toronto's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Siakam, the pass to Turner. And there's the rejection. And they're able to recover. And here's Smart. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the shot goes in.
The agility of Turner is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
Smart against Conley. The lob. Very well done. And the Nets lead by 18.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Siakam against Olynyk. It's tipped. Smart against Conley. Fires from deep. The rebound by Turner.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Here's Siakam. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Toronto calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Isaac, he's checked in for Olynyk. Bullock comes in for Hayward. And Herter's subbed in for Bridges. Gafford, he's checked in for Toronto. Melton comes in for Smart. Here's Barnes. Brooklyn with the board. Bullock's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Siakam finds Rozier. Gafford with a screen on Herter. Rozier, the pass to Gafford. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Wright's checked in for Rozier. Here's Barnes. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Wright from the arc. Bullock puts it in. Bullock's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Conley. Pass to Isaac. Herter with it. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Wright. Back to Siakam. Over Herter. And again, Toronto no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Back to Bullock. Pass to Herter. Takes the 3. And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul. Robinson, he's checked in for Claxton.
Now into the lineup for your next.
Toronto's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. A shot to stop the drought. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. Isaac.
A foul can hold Pascal Siakam's shot back. He commits to the play and gets it in the air.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Conley passes to Robinson. Pass to Herder. Fires for three. He drops it from range. Herder's got 7.
I think we'll be watching this play for many years to come. Herder off the catch.
And here's Siakam. Isaac covering. Goes up on the baseline. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The 4th spot held by Brooklyn.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Pass to Robinson. Over Gafford. Robinson can't hit. The Raptors shooting just 21% from the floor. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Conley. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Herder with it. He's got 7. 2 on the clock. That one's wide left. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line to the Raptors. DeWan Wright. At the line of 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Toronto. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Conley. He has 6. Pass to Herder. Here's Bullock. Back to Isaac. Now Herder. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Herder's got 10 points in the game.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
It's Barnes on the wing. He's got 19. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Conley passes to Herder. Conley against Melton. And there's a whistle. That goes on to Anthony Melton. That's his first foul. Graham's checked in for Brooklyn.
On the floor for your Knicks. Devontae Graham.
On defense, the Raptors. Isaac, the pass to Herder. Clock at 6. Pass to Graham. Puts up a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Toronto has got nothing to fall here in the 3rd. 0 for 4. Outside Barnes. And again, Toronto no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Robinson. Pass to Herder. Here's Graham, pounded by Wright. Graham misses. Here's Toronto now. A
20-point lead. I think we won this game.
Barnes passes to Barnes. Lets it go from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
Showing his touch. Barnes good from mid-range also.
Outside Herder. Pass to Graham. Robinson, a screen on right. Graham, the pass to Robinson. The layup misses. The Raptors shooting just 21% from the floor. Right outside. And here's Barnes. And count bucket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Some changes for Brooklyn. Gordon Hayward comes in for Bullock, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Graham. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. It's Bridges on the wing, hounded by Wright. Bridges passes to Herter. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Barnes. And the bucket is good. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Now Hayward from deep three-point range. And that's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn up 15 points as this quarter concludes. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment. It's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gordon Hayward is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Herter in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Well, Brooklyn's shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Back to Hayward. Barnes against Herter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That one on Barnes.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
The first one falls. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Second free throw, no good. The Raptors shooting only 23% so far. Here's Smart, outside for Rozier. Takes a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Rozier against Hayward. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Pass to Rozier. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the board. Hayward's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
The kick to Olynyk. Back to Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And he drops the first, And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Mike Conley's checked in for Brooklyn. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Siakam against Olynyk. Looking to get back on track. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
First one at the line is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Here's Bridges. Chalk up 2 there.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now here's Rozier. Pass to Siakam. Smart outside. And again, no good by Toronto. Rozier against Bridges. Shoots over Rozier. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And again, no good by Toronto. Recently, we've seen a few super teams put together, but it hasn't always been an automatic recipe for success, Smitty.
Well, B.A., a lot of times you see those super teams on paper. It's all about execution on the floor. And the biggest factor that sometimes hampers super teams is health, and that could be a big factor in upsetting your plans.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Smart. Now Siakam, guarded by Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. Makes a first.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Siakam hits them both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Smart against Conley. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
That's why Hayward is considered a complete basketball player. He certainly can get up for these alley-oops.
And the Raptors call time here. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
balance player of the game, Mikal Bridges.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Siakam outside. And the Raptors miss again.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
To the inside, Conley. Up and in on the layup.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
Now here's Siakam. Again with the block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first three of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Claxton. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Now here's Conley. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Barnes passes to Rozier. There's a screen by Turner. 13 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Check out Rozier striking from mid-range. Maybe catching the defense off guard a little.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Here's Conley. Out to the wing. Out to Hayward. 5 to shoot. Over Barnes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's the one thing you love about Hayward. He lives at the line.
Gordon Hayward at the line 2 times.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what I appreciate about Gordon is he's a fighter, working his way back from that devastating leg injury in 2017. Still a solid contributor.
He does not get the second one. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
Now here's Bridges. Back to Conley. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Barnes. Rozier from outside. And the Raptors, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And here's Conley. Outside Olynyk. Bridges outside. Screen by Claxton. To the paint. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam, the pass to Rozier. Turner in the high post. Fades. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 11 rebounds in the game. Conley against Smart. And that one's good from Conley.
What about the handles of Mike Conley just straight up toying with the D?
Well, the Raptors shooting 27% here in the 4th. Now here's Smart. Pass to Rozier. Bridges on the double. Turner with it. Smart outside. Turner, a screen on Conley. Smart passes to Turner. Smart against Conley. Rebound by the Raptors. Turner's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Out to the right wing. Here's Siakam. Another shot. Nice shot by Turner.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
Here's Bridges. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Terry Rozier picks one up.
At the line, Mikal Bridges. And out the line, shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Bridges hits them both.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Conley against Smart. Siakam, left side. Second shot opportunity. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Shooting for Toronto, Pascal Siakam. One time from the line.
The free throw off for Siakam.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Right wing. Conley with the ball. Bridges finds Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bridges. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Now here's Siakam. Turner for 3, and the Raptors another 3.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Conley against Smart. Out to Hayward. Lets it go from deep. The shot that time not on target. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Down low. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Bridges. The Nets have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. It's stolen by Smart. And he goes in for the dunk.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Tries to break his ice. The shot by Conley, no good.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Olynyk against Siakam. Outside Barnes, from outside the arc. Here's Turner, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Playing with real urgency. Turner keeps the play alive. That work ethic from him is just fantastic.
.27 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Claxton. Now Hayward. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Good on the shot.
Wow, Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Conley against Smart. Right side Conley. Out to Hayward. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Olynyk for 3. Siakam pulls down the board. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Count it!
Stepping up in a big way, Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
At the line. Bridges. At the line. 2 times.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Now it's a two-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're down by 5. 26 seconds left in the game. The Nets making a switch here. Herder's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told them victory was within their grasp, saying, quote, "You've got all the tools you need to win. Now it's about closing. Guys, we'll see if they're up for the task."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Siakam. Oh, Lennox with some nice D. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. At the line. Stepping the line with 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Three-pointer Rozier. He can't hit that time. Now Herder. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Gordon, congratulations. As you look to lead this team to sustained success, wins like this have to be encouraging.
Yeah, it felt good. It was a great team win for us. We came into this one with a lot of focus. We really guarded them. I think that allowed us to get good shots on the other end. So, they're going to be better. They're going to be able to knock down some shots they miss tonight. Good effort by us.
Offense starts on defense. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I appreciate everyone for watching. Godfrey, obviously coming through and interacting with the chat. I appreciate you. I will be back in a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. Probably WWE, but it will go up on YouTube. Tell me what you think. Meet me there. All my links is at the top of the